So do you need business insurance for your business? The answer to this one is it depends. It very much depends. It can be a huge range of different answers here depending on mostly the nature of the business. So some businesses are very small, very simple, working in an industry where insurance isn't that important, whereas other businesses are large, lots of employees, and maybe they're in an industry where there is a lot more risk and therefore insurance is more necessary. So it can vary a whole lot depending on those factors. And there are quite a few different types of insurance that might be relevant to certain businesses. So some businesses might need 7 different types of insurance, and other types just 1 type of insurance or no insurance at all. So there's a huge range, a huge spectrum there. But just to give you a quick example of a business that's quite simple and might not need much insurance or any insurance. Let's say you're starting up a business, just kind of a side business where you're tutoring math. Maybe you're tutoring high school students in math or university students, and this is just kind of like an evening and weekend thing for you, just because you're good at it, you like doing it, and you see that there's a need for it. And for this business, it's just you, there's no employees, it's just a sole proprietorship, you're not incorporated, you don't have a facility, you're just going to the university, to the local high school, meeting students in the library, and just helping them go over their homework, helping them prepare for exams and things like that. For this type of business, you probably don't need any insurance. At the very most, maybe errors and omissions insurance, but really I probably wouldn't get any. You don't have a facility, so you don't need property insurance. It's just kind of a side gig, so you don't really need business interruption insurance. There's really not much there that you would need to insure. You don't have any major assets. It's kind of just you bringing a calculator and a notepad and a pen. You don't have any expensive vehicles or equipment. And you don't need any employment health benefit insurance because you don't have employees. So this would be an example on one far end of the spectrum where you really don't need any insurance. Whereas on the other end of the spectrum, think of something like a construction company or a restaurant. A restaurant is going to typically need various types of insurance. For starters, maybe the restaurant has a company vehicle, and now that vehicle is going to need to be insured with vehicle insurance, right? And then because they have a physical property, they're going to want property insurance to protect from, fire, flood, damage, theft, things like that. And then on top of that, they'll probably want general liability insurance in case something goes wrong in the restaurant and a customer tries to sue them for whatever reason. On top of that, they might want business interruption insurance. What happens if something happens to the business or the employees, or maybe there's some damage to the building where they can't operate the restaurant for a few weeks or a few months. They might want that business interruption insurance to compensate them for the lost revenue for that period where they have to close down the business and can't operate. So those are just some examples where this restaurant might want, an insurance package with 5 or 6 different types of insurance, plus the insurance on a work vehicle, and then that math tutor, might not even bother getting any insurance, and that would be fine. So a lot of businesses fall somewhere in between. For myself as a business consultant, I mainly just have general professional liability insurance or errors and omissions insurance. I don't have any valuable assets with my business, so I don't have to worry about that very much. Whereas if you are, let's say, a videographer or a photographer, because you have that expensive equipment, you will probably want to get some insurance on that equipment. And then also just some professional liability insurance in case you lose your photography or videos that you took for a special event or something like that. So it can vary a lot. I definitely recommend speaking with an insurance broker to determine what your needs are and to get some quotes and to find out what's suitable for your business for insuring it.